Hey guys, Chromebook Kid here, and one of the main reasons I started my channel is to help you guys expand the limited amount of things you can do on your Chromebook. And one of the most important ones, and one of the most difficult ones, is to get Ubuntu software to run with your Chromebook, because that can allow you to play things like Minecraft. It can allow you to do Steam for some Chromebooks, depending on which Chromebook you have. So, first thing you want to do, I've tried many ways to do this. I've 6 or 7 of them. Bought USBs, saved files, whatever. Crouton is a program. It's the easiest way to do it. Click on the one here, the Web Up 8 page. Install Crouton in your Chromebook. Blah 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 blah. Whoa, dark screen. There we go. This just is a video. You can skip that. First thing you want to do is make sure your video is in developer mode. It is very important. It's a little difficult to do, and I can't explain it without having to uninstall my developer mode and then reinstalling it. So you can either click here for that, try to do it yourself here, or I can leave a video in the description. Up to you. Next, you're going to want to download Crouton. Just click the link here. And it'll ask you to save your file. Just leave it Crouton, whatever. Just throw it in whatever file you feel comfortable with. Then scroll down. You're going to want to go to install. Oh, no, we're good. So we're going to go ahead and click Control-Alt-T right here, and that'll bring up the development shell in the terminal. It's a lot of words. You have to be into developer mode and able to do this. Once you are, Control-Alt-T brings up this cross screen. Okay, so you're going to want to type shell, and that brings up the Chronos at localhost, which is like the developer mode thing. Blah blah blah. You can skip all of this. All of this you can skip. Unless you have a Chromebook Pixel or Chromebook with a touch screen, you're gonna want to go here. But for those of you that have a normal one, the best one you could use, I think, would be right here. This. So once you have Crouton and you're in developer mode, copy and paste this into your terminal, and that should bring up this huge line of code. Once it starts downloading things, as soon as the terminal starts moving, do not touch your keyboard. If you touch the keyboard, it screws up the whole process. You have to restart, blah 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 blah. So don't touch your keyboard. Depending on how fast and what type of Chromebook you have, the time varies. So if you have an Acer C720, it could take 2 to 3 hours to download all of this. But if you have a Samsung or an HP Chromebook, it could take 20 minutes. So download this one. This is for the Unity. It's gonna look like this. I downloaded this because it was a newer version. And even though this was an older version, I definitely liked this better. So go ahead and download that. And come back to this video when you have it downloaded. So it's going to ask you in the shell to choose a username. Just go ahead and type, your initials or whatever. And it's going to tell you that in order to enable it, you're going to have to go into... It might restart your computer. You're going to have to go back into Control-Alt-T and then type in sudo start Unity if you downloaded this version. If you downloaded this version, you want to type in sudo start xfce4. Now, it's very important in order to update your Chromebook and still have Ubuntu, you need to leave a copy of Ubuntu in your downloads. It has to remain in your files in here. Because if you have a separate USB drive that you use for all of your files, it's going to it's not going to save Ubuntu. So we'll leave it in your downloads. So go ahead and, there's two ways to do it. You can either do Control-Alt-T, which will bring you here, and then you can type in sudo start unity or sudo start xfce4. It'll ask you for the password you typed in after you chose username. But if it works for you, you can do Control-Alt-Shift and then the forward arrow, the arrow moving to the right, which is the third key at the top of your keyboard. Because I use a separate USB for extra hard drive space, I have to go into the crash and type in sudo start unity. So you'll see if I do sudo start unity, it just asks for my password, and then it'll take me straight to Ubuntu. I can't unfortunately show you it without losing this recording, but it looks a lot like this just without some of the files. Depending on how your computer works, in order to download like Steam, as you can see in this picture here, you're going to need Ubuntu Software Center, and it's this little picture here. If you do not have the Ubuntu Software Center, I can leave a link for that video, or I can leave a link for that page. I'm telling you how to install it. I'm also going to leave a link on how to download Minecraft through the Ubuntu Software Center. If you ever want to remove it because it's using up too much space, it's also in this page. So I'm going to leave 4 links. I'm going to leave a link for this website on how to do all of this. I'm going to leave a link on how to enable your computer for development mode. I'm going to leave a link on how to install the Software Center once you're in Ubuntu. And then also how to download Minecraft through that. Okay? So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I had to do a lot of digging in order to do this. So yeah, leave a like, comment if you want, and maybe even hit that subscribe button on the Chromebook kit, and I'll see you guys later.